Hi, and welcome to my training videos. Today we are going to talk about installing PostgreSQL Server on an EC2 instance and making that available through the internet. Just like how we would set up a RDS instance for Postgres, but this would be more of a managed instance that you would have on EC2. And for most purposes, it's easy for us to install and run PostgreSQL during the initial development period, because then you can do a lot of development and testing without burning a lot of cache on RDS instances. So let's get started. I'm going to quickly go and launch a Ubuntu EC2 instance, and for the purpose of this video we are going to use the free tier version. I'm going to use 18.04. I'm not going through the training of all the details of how to set up an EC2 instance. There are more detailed videos if you want to learn more about what are the best ways to configure EC2 instances, what you can do with it. I'll leave the link below and you're welcome to do that. Now I'm going to add just one thing here in the wizards. I'm going to go ahead and in the security group I'm going to say that for this EC2 instance that we are going to launch, we are going to use the 5432 port that would be open to be accessible not just by my IP address but by any IP address for the purpose of this training. And then we're going to hit launch. I'm going to use an existing pair. I'm going to create a new pair. I'm going to say AWS Postgres training, and I'm going to download this key pair. Make sure that you have this key pair accessible, and we're going to click on launch instance. Voila! So now while the instance is getting spun up, I'm going to just write this here. So for my sake, this is PostgreSQL training. Okay. All right. You don't need to write it. This is just because I have a lot of instances and it will get confusing at times. So while the instance state is pending, I'm going to do one more thing. You can use any terminal, whether you're using Windows PowerShell or Git Bash. I have the local Ubuntu. I'm going to navigate to my downloads folders. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and this particular AWS Postgres training file, I am going to modify the permissions to be 400. So when the instance launches, I can use this digital key to sign in to EC2 instance directly through SSH. All right, voila, we made that change on the local file system. So now the next thing is that this PostgreSQL server is running. One of the things that AWS really does well is like you can click on the instance itself, and then you can click on connect. It kind of gives you multiple ways of how to connect to an EC2 instance. I'm using SSH for our purposes, but you're welcome to try different ways of connecting to EC2 instances. And this also kind of gives you a really good guide on how to connect. So basically the step that we did, which was the chmod to the private key file, it kind of tells you that you need to do it. Okay, all right, so next we're going to go ahead and do this. I'll promise you that when we actually directly SSH into the Ubuntu terminal, it is probably not going to let us access. So I'm going to say yes, and it's going to give me some issue here with the protected key file and permission setting issues that are there. The easiest way to go around this is actually using sudo in front of the command SSH and hitting enter and put your password in. This should let you log into the EC2 instance. Awesome. So now we are in the EC2 instance. Next is we're going to update our repo. So let's do that. Sudo apt update. That will be the first step in the process to make sure that we have the latest and the greatest repository and access to all the packages. Now we're going to do sudo apt install. So actually I want to go through Google and show you download PostgreSQL for Ubuntu, and I think we are on version 12, but here you have this simple line that you can copy and install the Ubuntu latest instance. Actually, I'm not going to type it. I'm just going to copy and paste this. Alright, and next, voila, Postgres instance is getting installed on our system. It will take a couple of minutes. Okay, so now this was simple. Postgres instance is installed, and now there is a PostgreSQL user, but by default on Ubuntu there is no password. Alright, the next thing that you need to do is you need to do sudo su Postgres, and you'll go into the Postgres. Now going to PSQL. This is where we're going to go ahead and add a new password. And if I remember the process, it is called alter user Postgres password, and then I'm going to just say my password. You can do any technically a strong password. For the purpose of this training, I'm going to say my password 123, and then the colon, hit enter. Voila. If you see alter role as a response to your submission, you know that you've done this right. Now /Q is to quits and exit, and now you're back on Ubuntu. And the good news is that not only that Postgres is installed, now you have set up a new password. Now what you can do is you can go back to your EC2 instance, and if you look at the public IP address for this, so let's click that, and you take the public IP address. Now I'm going to use the Beaver. That's one of the community editions that are used for connecting. You can use other tools to connect to your database. This is just convenient for me. And I'm going to set up a new connection. I'm going to say Postgres next, and I'm going to not do it local. I'm going to do this IP address, and now my password was my password 123. One thing that I can tell you is when I click on test connection, it is going to say timeout or connection refuse, because while EC2 instance has opened the port 5432, the connection with Postgres is still confused of how to access it. So I'm gonna I need to put a name to this. I'm gonna say where do I put a name? Oh, rename, and I'm gonna say this is my EC2 training instance. Alright, so now we have a few more settings that we need to change, and I'm going to tell you exactly how to do that. So let's again go on cd/etc/PostgreSQL/10 main, and now if I hit on next and hit ls, you'll see there are two files. One is the pg_hba.conf and the postgresql.conf. We are going to make changes to each of that, and we're going to start with sudo vim postgresql.conf. Okay, now I have opened up the postgresql.conf file. Let's try and get to the listen address under connection string right here. Okay, I'm going to hit insert and make some changes to the file. The listen address currently is set up for localhost. We are going to make it star so that way it can be accessed by any IP address. I'm going to go ahead and save changes and exit the file. Awesome. Alright, one other change that we need to do to the pg_hba.conf file that is in this directory is for it to access with the password that we are setting up. So we are going, this file is pretty small. You need to go to the first line where it starts accepting connections. Alright, so here I'm going to hit insert. I'm going to take this one down, right host, and the database is going to be all, and the user is going to be all, but the address here is going to be 0.0.0.0 and /0, which means like you're going to accept from any IP address, and your checksum is going to be MD5. Alright, and you're going to save and exit. Now one last step, you're going to do sudo service PostgreSQL restart. You need to restart to make these changes effective. So let's see if we can do that. Alright, we have restarted the service. Now with all the changes that we have done, I want to make sure that our EC2 training instance is able to connect to the Postgres server installed. So alright, let's go ahead and do test connection, and yes, now it's connected. Now you are able to use the Postgres server that is installed on the EC2 instance, just like your RDS instances that you might have used in the past, or your local database. Alright, you can see here there's schema and there's public, and then there are no tables, but you can start creating tables. And hopefully this video has helped you guys in setting up Postgres on the EC2 instance. If you have any questions, comments, or any suggestions, feel free to write down on the comment section below, and I'll try and respond to that. And lastly, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you and have a nice day.